Welcome back to Headlines. It is Thursday, September 19th. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. According to an FBI report, Iranian hackers stole sensitive information from the Trump campaign and sent it to people linked to President Biden's campaign. Well, that's odd. Why would Iran not want Trump back in the White House? The breach occurred between June and July, which was before Biden dropped out of the race. The Harris campaign said that the emails were not received directly by the campaign because they were sent to private email addresses. And as we all know, no one ever uses private email addresses for anything, except for Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Barack Obama. Do you want me to give you more? I bet you that most of the people on Kamala Harris's campaign use their private email addresses for everything. The campaign didn't receive the stolen information directly, because it went to our private email addresses instead. The only people who use private emails more than politicians are Nigerian princes and my Aunt Carol trying to sell me essential oils. The private campaign documents were sent from an AOL email account. I guess they used their AOL account after no one saw their post on MySpace. The AOL email account belonged to an individual named Robert. Is it odd that one of Joe Biden's email aliases that he used to use was Robert L. Peters, I think? That's a little weird. I mean, I'm sure that wasn't President Biden's email address, right? You guys checked that, right? Someone did check that. The FBI said that none of the people connected to the Biden campaign responded to the hackers. Responded? They didn't respond to the hackers? Okay, so they didn't write them a thank you note back. Thank you for the stolen information from the Trump campaign. We didn't respond to the email. We did read it and print it and save it. We PDF'd it, we forwarded it, and we studied it. But no, we didn't hit the reply button. The Teamsters union has decided not to endorse a presidential candidate for 2024. This decision breaks a 30-year tradition of the union supporting Democrats. Now, you'd think that they are not endorsing anyone because its members are split 50-50 or it's just too close to call. Well, you'd be wrong. In an online poll of its members, Trump got 59.6% over Harris's 34%. In a phone survey, it was Trump 58% to Harris's 31%. So Trump beat Harris by over 20 points, which is a landslide. So yeah, it makes total sense for them to not endorse anyone. Congratulations to the Teamsters for inventing a new math where 60% somehow equals no majority. Why listen to 60% of your members when ignoring them is so much more democratic? Maybe they're not ignoring them. Maybe the Teamsters are just experiencing a severe case of electoral constipation. They just can't move anything in either direction. The Teamsters shared this statement about their decision. The union's extensive member polling showed no majority support for Vice President Harris and no universal support among the membership for President Trump. No universal support for Trump? Yeah, because we all know democracy works best when 100% of people agree on everything. Just ask North Korea. Look, the Teamsters have endorsed Democrats since 1992. I guess 30 years of bad decisions builds a habit you just can't quit overnight. A retired general said that Russian President Vladimir Putin will recognize our country as democratic if Kamala Harris is elected because she is a black woman and a product of a mixed marriage.
But as a black woman, the product of a mixed marriage, our credibility as a nation, that we would be able to allow, our country is so great that we're allowed a woman like that to become the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States.
If we allowed a woman like that, I think this guy just set back our country 100 years. But congratulations for being racist and sexist at the same time on MSNBC.
People like Vladimir Putin are going to say, hey, wait a minute. These guys, they truly have a democratic country. They truly are fighting for all their people.
If only we'd known. We could have won the Cold War by just showcasing interracial couples at the border. Apparently, Putin's supposed to be intimidated by Kamala Harris. Yeah, nothing terrifies a former KGB agent like someone who's known for awkward laughing and changing accents at will. In an interview on Wednesday with Semaphore, Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi claimed that Kamala Harris won the Democratic primary fair and square.
You had reportedly said you wanted a sort of an open primary if Joe Biden stepped down. Did you change your mind because you saw all the excitement around Kamala Harris?
Excitement? I'd call it reluctance. But here we go. Let's see what the Pelosi spin machine gives us.
No, I didn't change my mind. We had an open primary and she won it. Nobody else got in the race.
Pelosi is what the young kids would call delulu. It's a new slang term for delusional. If you look up delulu in Urban Dictionary, there's a picture of Nancy Pelosi. Just don't look up anything else in there, it gets a little dirty. Normally when I think of a race, I think of something between two or more people. I mean, if you think about it, that's kind of the definition of a race. But okay, it was an open primary. You know, the kind where everyone knew the results before the voting even started. Sweden's Minister of Migration has announced that beginning in 2026, they're going to start paying migrants up to $34,000 to return to their country of origin. Sweden's official website says this: Sweden's migration policy is undergoing a paradigm shift. The government is intensifying its efforts to reduce the number of migrants coming irregularly to Sweden. I'm no expert, but paying people to leave seems like a great way to attract more people in. Sweden's new immigration policy will pay you to leave. Sweden's paying migrants $34,000 each to go back home. For that price, they might as well throw in a Volvo and call it a going-away gift. I did find one positive thing about this article. I found someone dumber than the United States. Hey, congrats, you guys. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.
Please like, comment, and